Israel strikes southern Lebanon in response to rocket fire. The Israeli military says it struck Lebanon with artillery fire after a rocket was fired into Israel. 2 o'clock. Jerusalem. Israeli tanks fired into southern Lebanon early Monday in response to a rocket fired from the country, the Israeli military said. The incident along Israel's northern border comes at a time of heightened tensions between Israelis and Palestinians. Recent weeks have seen a string of deadly attacks inside Israel, lethal arrest raids by Israel in the occupied West Bank and rocket attacks into Israel launched from the Hamas-controlled Gaza Strip, as well as clashes in a key Jerusalem holy site. It has been the worst violence to shake the region since an 11-day war between Israel and Gaza militants last year. In a statement, the Israeli military said the rocket landed in an open area in northern Israel early Monday, causing no damage or injuries. Shortly after, the military said it struck the sources of the projectile launched in an infrastructure target in southern Lebanon. It said, routine activity in northern Israel was continuing and there were no special precautions being asked of civilians in the area. There was no immediate claim of responsibility for the rocket fire, but Brigadier General Ran Kachav, the military spokesman, told Israeli Army radio that he assumed the rocket was launched by Palestinian militants in Lebanon spurred on by the recent events in Israel, the West Bank and Gaza. He said Israel's response was meant to make clear to all who are on the other side, whether it is Palestinian factions, Hamas, the government of Lebanon or Hezbollah, that we won't allow Israeli sovereignty to be violated, he said. Israel and Lebanon's militant Hezbollah group are bitter enemies that fought an inconclusive month-long war in 2006. The border area has remained tense but mostly quiet since then. Small Palestinian groups are also active in Lebanon and have been suspected in several rocket attacks in recent years.